Hey y'all, we are with the Hamina guys, and they're going to showcase some of their product sets. So first of all, let's introduce y'all. This is Jerry, and you're head of director of
technical stuff.
Technical stuff.
Technical
Head of
stuff.
technical stuff. I
Yes.
love that. And this is Joel Crane, and you're the product manager and other stuff.
Something like that.
So first of all, how do you pronounce your company's name?
I could take a crack at this one. So it's pronounced Hamina. And for anyone that's curious, Hamina is a small city in Finland. Sort of like, Fisker's Scissors, also a small city in Finland. Oh, Nokia. Nokia is also a small city in Finland. So there you go.
Oh, those are great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what do y'all do?
I can start if you want, since I have the mic. So I do a bunch of different things at Hamina. We're a small company, so I do product management. Jerry and I both work on like technical support and sales engineering and a bunch of things like that. So I kind of do product management mostly on the software side of things. So.
Well, with Hamina doing all sorts of things wireless and networking related, I do a lot of the demoing of the product, so I'll show you guys some of that kind of stuff, but also as far as Hamina goes, we do wireless network tools, network planning tools, validation tools, so designing wireless networks, anything from a small office to large stadium deployments. You can use Hamina to do those designs and validate the solution.
Nice. And so what type of equipment do you have to use to do a wireless site survey, for example?
To do the site survey, we have the Wi-Fi measurement device here. We partner with Oscium to build this Nomad device. This will survey anything from Wi-Fi, old generation Wi-Fi's all the way up to the latest generation Wi-Fi 7 type network. So we'll survey 2.4, 6 gigahertz networks, so your latest and greatest technology, and be able to validate what that coverage looks like, as well as for capacity, making sure you have the right number of radios servicing like a particular area, like an event like this.
Yeah. So I find that some of your demo that we'll get to in a minute, but it looks really complicated. How hard is it to do a site survey with your product?
So doing a site survey, very straightforward. You plug the Nomad device into your iPhone or iPad, and you pull up the floor plan of the space that you're surveying, and you're just going to walk around and tap the map, and it does all the heavy lifting, right? Collecting all the RF that's in the air, and then visualizing that on a map.
Nice. And so what sets y'all apart? What makes you different?
You want to take that one, Joe?
Yeah, sure, I can talk about that. So first off, just about everything we do is web-based. So like all of the design work and all of the sort of post-survey analysis work is all done in a browser. Any modern operating system, any modern web browser, you can do that work. And then of course, the site survey side is done with an app on a phone or an iPad, because when you're on site doing a site survey, typically that means that you're standing up a new network. You may not necessarily have network connectivity. So that's the product is kind of divided into those two pieces. You've got the web-based app for the design and analysis, and the survey app for the on-site stuff.
Nice. So can we see a demo of your product?
Yeah, absolutely.
So we'll go over here into the browser, and I'll just go ahead and start a new project here so you can kind of see how easy it is to get started. So we'll just give us an office demo project here, and I'm just going to drag and drop a floor plan into our project. And this could be anything from a PDF, a fire escape plan, a very complex CAD file. Any of those will work. We just drag and drop it into here. Let's go ahead and switch to like one of the floors of the building here, and we'll start on the top. And I'm going to go ahead and just set the scale. And this quickly, once we've got our scale set, we can start to model this environment in 3D. So now that we've got the scale set, I'm just going to draw in some walls and objects. So we've got some drywall interior here, we have some glass, we have some concrete columns, and we've got a bunch of doors, right? These are all going to impact the signal propagation. So that quickly, I've now imported all of that into the project, and we can start to place our access points in the environment, right? So of course, we're going to put in some Cisco APs, maybe we'll do some like 9130s, and we can pick from a bunch of different antennas here. But let's go ahead and do like 9130 AXI, And you can see that quickly we can start to move these APs around, figure out exactly what we're trying to cover. And basically the software, is waiting for me to just pretty much click. And as soon as I move the mouse and click, it's just going to be waiting for me to place the next access point, right? So very responsive, very fast. That quickly we built out this floor's design, and that's even being able to be visualized in 3D to figure out, what the height of everything is, where the walls and objects and everything are in the building. So really in a matter of a minute or two, we're able to build out that floor.
Absolutely, and you did all of this work, and I'm running Catalyst Center or Meraki Dashboard. What can I do with that?
Exactly. So once we've finished doing our design here, I'm just going to go to Export, and we could go right to our Catalyst Center, export this to a format then that can be brought right into Catalyst Center, or what's even cooler is with the cloud-based planner, we can use the APIs in the cloud, and we can actually push this right over to our Cisco Meraki account in the cloud. So we can deploy a brand new Cisco Meraki site, create that site, push that to the Cisco Meraki dashboard, and now you just go out and install those APs in the planned locations, and they're already configured, ready to go.
That's awesome. Is there anything else you want to share about?
I could speak about the Meraki integration a little bit. So basically to enable that, you just go to the Meraki dashboard, generate an API key, and drop it into Hamina. And that kind of gives us the ability to synchronize in two different ways. You can import an existing deployment, so we'll bring in the map, the scale, the AP locations, the transmit power, the channels. And it's kind of cool because then you get a live look at the network running inside a predictive model. So you can add walls and stuff and kind of have both there running at once. Then you can make any changes to it. Maybe you're moving some APs around, maybe you're adding some APs, and then you can export it back up to the dashboard, implementing your latest changes. So it works both from a greenfield setup where you have a new network and you just want to push it to the dashboard and deploy it and not redo any mapping work in the dashboard, right? It's all just pushed up there. And then you can also use it in those sort of brownfield environments where maybe you're doing some troubleshooting or something like that. So you can it's kind of a loop. You can export it up to Meraki and pull it back into Hamina and keep doing that, as often as you want or as often as you need to.
That sounds really cool. I appreciate your time, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.